Welcome to the nightly Nuge, Ted. We've been threatened. I saw a Democrat senator this weekend on all the pundit shows. He came out and said that if the Supreme Court does not approve universal background checks, and if they do not ban assault weapons, ARs, that the left is going to revolt.
The founding fathers loved the middle finger. They gave one to King George and the punks and the thugs that showed up at the Concord Bridge. I had a buddy come to one of my backstage gatherings one time, and he had a hat that says, "I will not comply," and he asked me to sign it. So I signed it, and everybody at the backstage wanted one. So since then, I've autographed tens of thousands of these hats that are available on tednugent.com, personally autographed. I will not comply. And it has a kind of nice ring to it. If you attempt to infringe what is not only illegal under the Constitution and rule of law in America, but it's also against my instinct that if King George wants to disarm a free man, we're going to have to take King George down, won't we? It sounds like a ballet of freedom to me. Go to tednugent.com. I have an I will not comply flag and an I will not comply hat, and we're selling them like hotcakes because people have had it. Can you imagine if an AR-15 had never been invented? If all these murderous monsters, which, by the way, if you're a murderous monster, you're not selective in the tool you use to murder people. What these pundits and what these bureaucrats have no idea of is that an average 12-gauge goose gun with an improved cylinder choke and a load of 3-inch number 1 buck is far more deadly, far more devastating than any 22 caliber AR-15, because AR-15s are 22 caliber 5.56. They don't know what they're talking about because every time they want to infringe, what they want to do is they want to disarm free people so they can enslave us. It's that simple. And some people will scoff when I say that, so let me say it again. Every attempt for more gun control is an illegal, unconstitutional infringement that the people who want to enslave us will continue to push, because if you're forced into unarmed helplessness, you're unarmed and you're helpless, and they can tread on you. I'd recommend you all sing the song, "Don't Tread on Me." They can kiss my flame-throwing, free, ballistically coefficient ass.
Ted, if they were only interested in human life, why is it that the left focuses so much time on dismantling the Second Amendment and so little time on securing our border, which has led to just out-of-control crime and drugs?
I got to tell you, there's a bunch of studies back when the FBI could be trusted. Their annual FBI Uniform Crime Report put all kinds of information out. Do you know that if you just got rid of the Democrat-controlled cities of Baltimore, Chicago, New York, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle, Detroit, if you got rid of just the Democrat-controlled cities who have a Democrat mayor, a Democrat police force, a Democrat senator, if you got rid of all the Democrat cities, do you know that we would not be on the top 500 most dangerous places in the world? But even with the Democrats cultivating crime rates, the countries who have the highest crime rates are all communist, liberal, socialist countries. Mexico, citizens are not allowed to own a gun. And since we started the Nightly Nuge a moment ago, I guarantee you, the evil, corrupt gangster government, military, law enforcement, which are all part of the Mexican drug cartel machinery, they kill whoever they want. They decapitate whoever they want. They hang up upside down from bridges whoever they want, because those people are forced into unarmed helplessness. Know it, my friends. Any further attempt to control access to firearms in America is an illegal, unconstitutional infringement, and all with the clear and present goal to force American citizens into unarmed helplessness. The AR-15 plays no role. It's not even, do you know that more people die, more children die every year in buckets of water You might want to look this up. In swimming pools and buckets of water, more children die than all rifle use combined. Not just ARs, but all rifles. So that's proof they're not out to save lives, because if you wanted to save the potential flood from the dam, you wouldn't go over a spot that looks kind of moist. You'd go to the spot with a gaping, gushing, flowing hole in it. These people are looking at systems by which fewer people are killed, and they're ignoring dozens and dozens of methodologies where more people are killed. So they're lying, they're corrupt, they're abusing their power, and they are to be distrusted, and they are to be shut up. And join me at hunternation.org. hunternation.org. Please go there and circle the conservative wagons and let these communists know that we know what they're doing, and we will not be forced into unarmed helplessness. And by the way, the First Amendment is mine from God while I'm on planet Earth. All the 4 items in the First Amendment are mine, and I don't need a license, I don't need paperwork, and I don't need a permit from another man. I got them from God. Same with the Second Amendment.
Powerful. Hey, let's put up the graphic again tonight. There you can see it right there. If you want to see Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild, #1 hunting show in America, you can only see it at one place. Ted, where is it?
Pursuit Channel. Shemaine and I are having the time of our lives. And I got to tell you, Keith, we have more non-hunters watch Spirit of the Wild on Pursuit Channel than all the other hunting and outdoor shows combined. I think it has something to do with Shemaine's effervescence, I'm sure, but my cockiness doesn't hurt because I'm unafraid. I just tell the truth, logic, and common sense and celebrate it with hands-on conservation, because venison in the wild outdoors is the ultimate sanctuary in this otherwise treacherous world. Ted Nugent, Spirit of the Wild on the Pursuit Channel, 8 times a week. You know, if I was a Beatle, I'd write a song about that.
Hey, tomorrow night, Ted, if you will, I want you to tell our listeners about a personal event you were involved in last week. You called me literally when you still had boots on the ground, and you were so angry. Boy, I tell you, it was quite an event. I think our listeners will want to hear what got Ted Nugent so fired up. Tomorrow night, right here on The Nightly Nuge.